Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It's August 10th. CPI came out. GME holding up pretty well. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. We have a Twitter you can follow us on at Happy Money YT, and a Discord server link for those that are in the description. Yeah, CPI numbers came out below like 80% of the analyst expectations. I don't even know what it was. What was it, 8.1, I think? Yeah, so that's pretty bullish on the market, like really bullish. So I think this bear market rally is going to keep coming. Seeing a little bit of it today, but really until we hear from the Fed in some sort of public fashion that try and throw cold water on that, or until we hear from Powell or next CPI, this bear market rally would keep going on. And it just got basically a bunch of gas because decreasing inflation. Now they're starting to think that Powell won't raise rates as much or at all. There's just all sorts of talk going around basically, but yeah, so the market just got an influx of gas, and so I think we'll probably keep coming up here. We hit that 420 today, that price target I had when we were back down here in the 370 range. So filled that one in, and I think we're going to keep going. We got CPI. I'd say 434 is next on the table. 428. See what happens there. I think 424 will be a little bit bigger of a spot. Yeah. So risk on, basically risk on assets, and probably value and growth, but probably a little more rotation into growth and tech stocks. Or this, it's going to be kind of hot money, and that's good for, honestly, for GME and any speculative stocks. And so on GameStop today, it actually held up better than I was expecting. So it ripped up a lot pre-market with the SPY. It was up like 2.5% at one point, but sold off immediately from that. So hopefully, if you had weeklies calls, you got out of them. Basically, I was just looking for volume. It was low volume, and so I kind of expected it to not hold that move at all. Can't really hold much weight on pre-market, hardly ever. But this late afternoon kind of increased volume with price improvement is showing some very strong support on GameStop, similar to the day we had back here. Kind of this late afternoon. This was more volume and more price improvement, but I don't know what's going on. It came on about 2 o'clock margin calls, maybe I don't know. Or Donro said maybe posturing for CNS, which it probably could be. That was at 3 where it kind of took a dump here, but maybe it's BBBY kind of pulling all of these up, because it's even more strongly. It's up 5%, which is crazy. Had a big range today, all the way down to 8.6. No, that was yesterday. Here, all the way down to 8.8. I actually was going to open a large amount of cash secured puts on it today, and I was thinking I'll give it one more day because I think it'll probably still come down a little bit more tomorrow. But it's pretty strong, definitely pretty strong. RSI is even still kind of back hot again on the daily. Big red engulfing candle though. I think it'll probably still come back down before it makes another run. Just showing a lot of strength though on today, and that could just be because the overall market's kind of turning risk on and bullish basically. So that's kind of what I'm chalking it up to. GameStop is just kind of a new GME 2.0 ever since that split. Price action it's been different. It's all grown up. It's more stable. It hasn't had big rug pulls, so it's going to take some adjusting. But still have that head and shoulders on here, but we do have which I didn't notice when I first mentioned it. We do have a hidden divergence here with lower RSI and then higher price action. That's actually bullish. The lows, if you look at the lows on the RSI and the lows on the candles there. So yeah, it basically, with CPI being so bullish, I'm not thinking that GME will find support this low. I think the support will probably be much higher. I do think it'll probably still keep coming down a little bit before it rallies, but could be wrong. Again, this is like a new breed. Maybe this 38 was kind of it. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it comes down a little more so I can load up more. But we'll see. Maybe like 38.20, kind of the tops of these wicks over here. Something like that for support. And tomorrow's Thursday. It's been rallying on Fridays and Mondays, which is strange, but really, I mean, I can see it holding up somewhat, but I'm not expecting like a big price move until towards the end of the month. Maybe this week of OPEX, or the week after OPEX rather, or this week coming into the next month. So it's kind of just waiting to see if we get another move before then. I mean, maybe it just kind of grinds up and hangs up here. So it looks a lot like November still. And I'm thinking we're repeating something similar to this. So this, it held up pretty well, but it's still, I mean, it retraced. I don't think we've seen kind of this bottom yet, basically, if we are kind of repeating this pattern. But this was the same kind of move, beginning of the month and then on end of the month. Hopefully we don't have this long dump after, but we'll see. I think GME is a different breed now. It's in a long-term uptrend. I mean, this weekly bull flag, this weekly MACD is bullish. Like, it's not, that's going to take a lot of movement to really change that trend to the downside. And this bear market rally, data keeps coming out. It honestly could still, it could last up until the election now. Like, could it drag on that far? But every time this data set comes out, it's basically pushed another month. We're August. That'll probably push out till September. We should have a couple more months after that into November. So yeah, we'll see if that actually ends up happening, which yeah, would be kind of crazy. So yeah, BBBY. I don't know if that's what's pulling up GME or not, but it is, GME is oddly bullish today. I would have figured it would have been more bearish. So volume is still low though. I'm not jumping in yet on it on the long side. Kind of waiting on volume still. But that said, I mean, look, there's a little even hourly bull flag on there. So I think it probably keeps coming down, man. But it's still, I mean, it's still bullish on a longer time frame. So I wouldn't discount it. If we start to see volume and price action, it's go time. And basically that's just showing GameStop is it's just trading more normally, more naturally. It rips up and then it comes down and consolidates and it goes again. It doesn't have to have these big moves down basically after. So this was kind of pre-split and then split. So we'll see. Yeah, I mean, a normal stock, if it had all this momentum, this volume, it would do basically this and it would keep going. And RSI's cooled off. It's talking myself into bullishness. It's look at that support it's holding right at 40. I don't know. I might be going back long on it tomorrow. We'll see. We will see. If I do, I'll probably get quite a bit of time with options because, again, I'm not really expecting much until at least the 26th expiration or even the 2nd. Probably be even better, or the 9th. But the IV's pumped up now, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do cash secured puts back on it. I almost did today, but I thought we'd have probably another down day. Today today kind of threw me for a loop. And then this candle is kind of bullish. Big wick down here. We've got about 15 minutes to close. Not seeing any like divergences to the downside. I mean, on the shorter term, we do still have that, still bearish on the MACD. We still have that head and shoulders forming. So I do still think it comes down, but not as far as before because CPI and just how strong it's showing right now. So looking for a target price, maybe E37, but that can change. Volume and price improvement, and I'm going to be jumping in. And same with BBY, honestly, actually. Probably cash secured puts on both of these tomorrow. I don't know how many I'll do on here. Quite a bit. I think I'm going to go pretty heavy on BBY. Probably with cash secured puts on both. Thing is these are probably going to rally pretty soon, so probably just like a week of time. And then I can always close those for profit and flip to shares once it starts going. But I'll probably be looking for like a 25 delta, still to give myself some downside protection because I don't want it to buy in the money and have to roll it basically. So not sure how much I'll do on each one. Probably like 40K on BBY with the cash secured puts, and then going into shares or just straight to shares depending on what happens. Oh, there it's showing that engulfing candle. And then the rest on here, so that's probably like 75, 80K on the cash secured puts and or shares on here, depending on what happens. But this thing, it's getting pretty crazy, man. I mean, this is nice. Like, this is crazy. This has outpaced so much so much of the market in the last year to date. Golden Cross could happen tomorrow, honestly, if we kind of hold up pretty high here. All right, I can't talk more. My voice. Here's my trades. So I closed quite a bit of positions to reduce exposure through CPLI. Now that we've had it, I got more bullish positions, closed out of some of my bearish ones. Here's a couple bearish plays I closed out of, some small losses, some small gains. Opened back up my bullish Peloton plays. 11-15 call debit spreads for September 23rd. Got a tell call for October 135. HSDT, I bought shares of this. This is just a penny stock. It's like one of the highest on the borrow fees right now, so just speculative. It's really cheap, so picked up 500 bucks of that. SFL calls, I'm using basically TA and then TA and then the kind of the sectors these are in. Some of these are energy sector, some of these are banks. Oh, actually not these, but other ones I have open are banks. Yeah, I think banks should do well. Pinduoduo, I just closed that put. That's a Chinese, so I wasn't sure if that might actually inverse, but I just wanted to close it anyways because that's kind of doesn't always move that fast. And then today I actually opened up a put on GME when it had started to have that rip. So it showed the volume, and up here I opened up a put on GME, and I closed it for a little profit down here, just because of my GME is way too strong. So I still have my call credit spreads, which are bearish. So GME needs to close below 40. This is for next Friday, but we'll see. I mean, this might be too aggressive. Today's throwing me off a little bit. I'm expecting it to come down tomorrow, but if it holds up good, I probably will flip more long on this stuff. What's up? So forward calls are still up. Holding on to those. I've got 37 days. There's the Peloton. It's up a little bit. Datadog is rallying really good. NYCB, that's that bank play. It's up good. There's the Tel call. My SoFi calls are down, but they might come back. They have 72 days. Of course, the BBBY. Kind of like leaps. They're for January. They're up quite a bit, of course. And yeah, here's the HSDT shares. But yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy what's going on here. We'll see. I mean, hot money and bear market rally. That's the recipe GME needs. Combined with swaps, futures, rollovers, and this huge mess that they're into. So it's going to be stronger. I was thinking if CPLI comes out and it's really bearish, I was like, they could use all that momentum to short it down and have a lower support, maybe 32. But that bullish CPLI, and it's probably going to hold pretty nicely. So that's what I got for you guys. See you on Discord. Thanks. Peace out.